we're back. Our community, your voice. I am here once again. Our yearly show with the wonderful, the vivacious, the gorgeous
Stop.
Eva Franchi. Eva, welcome back to the show.
Thank you. First of all, thank you. Thank you,
Here we
Frank.
are again.
And thank you, everybody who ever came to our concert. Started 23 years ago.
23 years ago.
No, I can't believe it. You know, when somebody says 23 years ago, how could it be? Where this time flew?
Where
did
did
it go?
the time fly?
I don't know.
I
look in the mirror. I look in the mirror, and I began to realize. I said, "Who is that?"
Well, you know, speaking of that, and we've got all the information right below here. Speaking of that, Eva, 23 years, and you look exactly the same. And I just want to comment you on this wonderful outfit.
You know, this
that outfit is gorgeous. That's
is,
the first thing that we have to talk about.
It is Lily.
Lily. I'll tell you, is everybody wearing Lily in Southeastern
Well, I
Connecticut?
tell you, I love Connecticut. I adore Connecticut. And this summer, more than ever, no matter where we went, maybe it's the flowers. For some reason, the flowers are so in fashion.
And they're beautiful,
right?
yes.
They are. So everywhere we went, you and I, we went for lunch.
At the Ocean House, the wonderful Ocean House in Watch Hill.
Yes, it was. You gotta go there one day, because even just have a glass of wine, to have that wind, that's view, it's just heaven.
Right on the terrace.
Heaven. You get out of your car. She's in Lily, okay? So
You have to be in Lily.
I happened to come out with flowers, okay? And then no matter where we went, everybody had Lily on.
Everybody had
So
Lily. Yeah.
every year-
Shorts,
but
top.
Every year we say, what is the theme? What is the theme for the concert?
yeah.
And it's so cute. Everybody likes to have a theme. And we had the Great Gatsby.
Absolutely,
We had white linens, champagne and caviar.
Yeah.
And so this particular time, I said, after this year, I said, you know something, girls, get into your closet. Dig for your old lilies.
Bring
Pull
out the
them out.
lilies. Well, you know, Lily has been so popular for a very long time. And now with the Lily store coming into Watch Hill, I think people are just embracing that look,
And
the
it's happy.
color,
It's happy.
and it's happy.
It's happy.
And it really is. It brings out just that personality in all of us. So we have this year the concert, August 26, 2017. Eva, any surprises?
Full of surprises. Full of surprises. And
Tell us a little
actually
bit about
even
it.
surprises me. First of all, one thing is not surprise. I am still a nervous wreck after 23 years. And people say to me, Eva, it should be going easier for you by now. It isn't, because each year you want to polish a little bit. And then each year there are talent coming to us, actually ringing the doorbell or the telephone ringing. They want to come to the Sergio Franchi Memorial Concert.
Of course they
the
do.
AVA
Yeah.
Academy of Music, the Juilliard Academy of Music, the Vero Beach Opera House from Vero Beach, Florida,
Yeah.
the Deborah Voigt, the Deborah
Yes.
Voigt competition. They're asking me to be a judge. Now, that is, again, to me, is a surprise.
And an honor, Ava, and an honor.
I
really.
go and I keep my ears open, and I always give a grant. I try to go for a tenor, the best young tenor, okay? And it's very hard to get great young tenors. Tenors are much harder to find
Than a soprano.
Than a soprano,
Okay, yeah.
for some reason. I don't know why is that. So at the competition this year was incredible. I was in North Carolina, and that was the Marcello Giordani competition in North Carolina.
Yes.
And I went for, there was a 25-year-old young tenor. His name is Josh. And magnificent. I'm not going to say too much about it. You're
Because
gonna
this is
see him.
surprise.
Yeah,
This
it's
is
a
the surprise. You have to come to the concert.
If you know the singer Judge Groen, right? He looks like Judge Groen, but he delivered an operatic aria. He brought the house down. Well, he won the competition, and he's coming this year. He's 25
Now, was that
years
your
old.
first pick? Because I know you have an ear.
That was my first pick. And the cutest, shocking part about it, two tenors won. Two tenors. So exactly to the number. They say, we were judging, but this is the first year that you judge like you were judging the Olympic. 5.4, 3.6, 3.9. And so when they put the numbers together, who's going to come out? When we had 300 competitions, 300 singers were competing. And make the long story short, they added the numbers together and suddenly they said 2 tenors, exactly 5.7.
Wow.
2 tenors.
Wow. Well, that's never happened,
so they came to me, they said, Eva, which one do you pick? I was shocked, and then, well, I am proud what I did. There was a tenor, could have been better than the one I picked, but this was the 25-year-old tenor. Okay?
So did you break the tie?
I broke the tie.
Oh
and
God,
then
how
I
amazing.
said, okay, I was giving only second prize though. So I said the kid had to take my second prize, okay? And the other one, but the other one was 35 years old.
Okay.
And I picked the 25-year-old.
Yeah.
So he's fresh, he's eager, and I think that's what foundation is about, okay?
Right.
I want to help the young ones. And sometimes you see on stage right now, let's say you're going to see some of last year's concert.
Yeah, we're going to see a little
I
clip.
have 35, 38-year-old already stars coming back and giving back to the Sergio Franchi Music Foundation because they were here when they were 20 and 21 years old.
They started.
Okay?
They
So
started.
when you see some of them singing, and yes, they are material from the Metropolitan Opera House, like Rotanya Moore. Okay?
Right. I think we've got a little clip.
Yeah, we have
Playing over a little clip of
you're gonna see it,
Yeah.
okay? And then, they're coming back, but then I use. If I give, let's say, to our audience, why do we have 4,000 people? If I give to our audience just an 18-year-old singing, 17, 20, 21, I don't think we would be having such a sold-out house because they hear Metropolitan Opera House material. They are from the Met, okay, or the La Scala, or the Paris Opera House, because that's where they are already working.
Right. That's where they really get their start.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's how we raise the money, and I can give it away to young ones.
Yeah.
To grow them like a mushroom.
Yeah.
Okay?
And I think that was your originally that was your dream.
Always was.
And to support the young
Always
arts
was.
and the tenors and the sopranos. But is it getting harder and harder to find this young talent?
No, there is many of them, but I'll tell you what is difficult. And it's ruining the future of the great tenors or sopranos to be. I tell you why. They have these television shows now, like Simon, Do You Think You Can Sing?
I think you can dance and things like
exactly.
that. Right.
Wonderful, fantastic.
Yeah.
But what happens is they reach out and grab that young, like right now, you see on television, 12 years old, she sings Mio Bambino Caro from Rigoletto.
Yeah.
Rigoletto. It's unbelievable. But you're never going to hear of her again.
Right, so
In
one
about
time.
2, 3, 4
Right.
years, 3 years disappeared because they killed that voice. Voice is one of the most delicate instrument, okay? And they burn them out. Simon signs them to a contract. I called Do You Think You Got Talent? That young girl was singing.
Yeah.
She's 12 years old. And I wanted to get her here so badly. Simon already signed her a contract. She's not allowed to go anywhere else or even make money. Now, they burning them out. Do You Think Got Talent? They travel all over the country and they get a schedule that they never let that vocal cord strengthen enough to be able to carry it on. You know something? Tenors, you will listen to this. If you look back the history of tenors, Beniamino Gigli, Richard Tucker, Luciano Pavarotti. Pavarotti was only 62 years old. Sergio was 62, 3.
Yeah.
But they still singing at 62, 63.
Well, they're taking care of their instrument.
There is Pocheri Domingo.
Yeah.
He's
one. Yes.
Oh my God, he is. He got smart. He's conducting, but he's still singing at the Met. You have to take care of it. You have to help it. We have our James Valente. He was very young. He got discovered quickly, and then he's a little bit too fast going out there. And with the voice sometimes has to step back, and go back to your teacher. You have an instrument. You have to tune an instrument. You have to oil it. You have to take care of it.
Yeah.
So
it's
anyway,
very, very important.
very
Yeah.
important.
Well, you notice, Ava, that we are, I don't know
We're gonna
everybody
have
on the
like-
show.
This
that-
is
but
Rhoda.
and Kathy Lee, this is what we do in between the takes. But during the show, and thanks to Frank and Frank, you're going to be seeing some clips throughout the show this evening. And Ava has handpicked some of the clippings from last year's show that she'll be inserting. And tell us about Roberto. With his my way.
Roberto.
Who doesn't sing
You're
my
gonna
way
hear
like
my
Roberto?
way. Sinatra would. Well, nobody. You know
Nobody
something?
does it like Roberto.
Okay, but again, I gotta tell you something. Here it goes. Roberto, he has to make it because he's so fantastic. Okay.
He has a presence.
Okay. Sinatra had a charm.
Right.
Sinatra had a charm.
Yeah.
He was smooth
Yeah.
while he was doing that. Roberto is fantastic when he's singing it. Is he ever going to become as famous or big as Sinatra? Because I always say to him, Roberto, loosen up, come on, Roberto. I even walked up and while he was singing,
You'll see on the clip.
he
He's
was,
bringing them
he
wine.
was stiff.
Yeah.
His hand is,
Yeah.
he's hanging, singing. So I got a glass of wine and I went there, especially Sinatra always had a, what was it? Jack Daniels.
Yeah, Jack Daniels. I
in
don't
his
know.
hands.
They all did.
So I walked
The
up
Rat
to,
Pack.
I walked up to me, I give him a glass, I said, Roberto, loosen up.
I did it my way.
Do it Frenchman.
I'm sure you knew when I bit off more than I could chew. But through it all, when there was doubt, I ended up and spit it out. I faced it all, and I stood tall, and did it my way. I've loved, I've laughed and cried, I've had my fill and share of losing, and now as tears subside, I find it all so amusing to think I did all that, and may I say, not in a shy way. Oh no, not me. I did it my way. For what is a man? What has he got? If not himself, then he has not to say the things he truly feels, and not the words of one kneels. The written shows I took the blows and did it my way. Yes, it was my way.
I love working with them, and I'm like a mother goose. I give them, I hope it's good advice, okay? And so they're not only singers, entertain the audience. I always say, don't look at the sky while you're hitting those notes. Look down and look in the eyes of someone in the front.
Everybody in the audience.
Yeah. And you know something? I have my little master classes with them, and actually, it's cute. It's very cute, and they laugh, and they're doing it. And we can tell you what we do. You go to the Metropolitan Opera House, and you are there for 3 hours to hear that one aria. Let's say, Nessun Dorma. Okay?
Everybody.
Or you hear, let's say, Sempre Libera. You're waiting for that Lucella Stella in Tosca. I mean in Tosca.
Tosca.
So you wait to hear that one aria. Well, at this concert, we pick all those arias that takes your heart, takes your soul when you hear it.
It brings the house down.
It does.
It really does.
It does. And what I do, instead of one soprano singing it, I put together 3 singing it. Now there is an Austrian Johann Strauss operetta, and usually a tenor singing it to a obviously love of his life.
Yeah, right,
okay,
right.
Well, I put together.
Well, that's the story.
I put together 2 tenors and 1 soprano in the middle, and one tenor starts singing it, and the other one wants to win her heart, so he tries. So now he tries. In the middle, a mezzo soprano is hanging up to her head, but all of a sudden, that becomes reality. It becomes adorable. The audience start giggling on it, and in the end, all 3 of them finish together.
Right.
It's wonderful.
It's beautiful. you also have another surprise. We have a couple of Russian singers
Yes.
coming too.
As a matter of fact, I was kind of careful about that.
Yes.
Suddenly, we have more than Russian invasion happening. And then all you do is put on the television.
Well, then we have it at the concert too, as well.
And I get one Russian,
Yeah.
another Russian. I said, what is this? I said, I cannot put Russians on the stage. I said, that's all I need to hear with the blonde hair. Thank God I'm not thinning. I can flip it to
can't
the
make
right,
this
flip
up.
it to the left. Anyway, so, well, you had to hear them.
Yeah.
You have to hear
Yeah,
them.
yeah. And they're coming as well.
Yes, it is a young soprano. Her name is Zoya. And she is, oh, wonderful. They all made their little bit careers already at St. Petersburg
Sure.
Opera House.
Yeah.
Okay? But one thing we must remember here in America, I don't care where you are in the world, you want to come to America. And unless you made it in America, you're
You haven't
not
made it anywhere.
made it.
Yeah.
Okay?
We have a great
so
country,
They,
Eva.
they hard.
Sure.
They want to come to America.
Yeah.
So they came to me. And one was at the AVA Academy. And that's where actually I first saw her. And I had to let her come. And now there's a tenor. I was looking for a tenor, okay? A new tenor. And this one is at 20, he's 28 years old. And wonderful, absolutely wonderful. So I'm going to have two Russians from Russia. And they're going to be singing for the first time in the grounds of
Fantastic.
America.
So we only have a few minutes because what we're doing with the show is highlighting some clips also of last year's concert. But just a little bit of a reminder that this is a foundation and that the money goes towards the foundation to support the young artists that Eva Franchi goes out and finds and supports. And then just to see the sea of people, the 4,000 people that come.
They bring a picnic
It's
baskets.
beautiful. You have to, there's the information at the bottom of the screen, but also if you go to www.sergiofranchi.com, you will be able to purchase the tickets online this year.
It's the
for
first time ever, the first time ever.
We've got Eva Franchi up in the new universe of technology, which is fantastic. And you'll also see on the stage the wonderful Eva Franchi and, of course, the conductor.
Oh, the conductor. He is from Stonington, Connecticut,
Yes,
actually.
he is.
Pocketuck.
Yes, he is.
And he's been 17 years the conductor for New York City Ballet Company. And all these years, he wanted to come back to his hometown and give back. So when our conductor, Jeff D'Amoto, has retired,
right.
and suddenly at the doorbell comes and he said, Mr. Franchi,
What a gift.
I always wanted to come back to give back to my hometown. And he said, I watched your concerts and I thought to myself, that's the venue I would like to come back on because we do have a 37-piece symphonic orchestra, right?
Yes, you do.
37-piece.
Yes.
And, there's one more thing I gotta do. Anyway, time is short and I talk too much as always. Okay, but...
We're going to wrap it up.
But we also have one of the top stars from Broadway coming. Okay,
Wow.
like last year we had Richard Tucker coming from Do I Hear a Waltz, which was Sergio's very first Richard Rodgers opera. Broadway.
Rodgers and Hammerstein, yes.
Rodgers and Hammerstein.
Yeah.
And this is the 100th year of Salute to Rodgers and Hammerstein. Yeah. And they brought back Sergio's Do I Hear a Waltz with this Broadway star, Richard. And he came, he sang. You're going to see a clip on that.
You're going to see a clip on that.
He shocked me to death. Because he said to me, Eva, this aria, which is a love song, Sergio sang it to his love. And I need someone to sing it to. So he pulls a chair, makes me sit down, and he sang the song to me.
to wait. What for? Don't listen, let it happen. Take the moment, make the moment many moments more. Make our lives a thousand more.
So just to do a little bit of a recap and just so everybody knows that the information is on the bottom of the screen, but come, it's August 26, 2017. The house will be open for tours, the grounds, we're going to have beautiful cars.
Antique cars, beautiful
Antique
antique
cars
cars.
on
We
the
have
ground.
29 of them.
And you will also see the wonderful Eva Franchi. She will be on the ground saying hello. So please come. We welcome you. There's the information on the bottom of the screen.
If you come to the house, you can pick up tickets at the house too.
Right.
Okay,
Just
so-
give us a call.
Because at the door they're gonna charge you $5 more, which is don't pay the $5 more. Come,
You heard it here
come,
from the
stop.
Eva
You're gonna
Franchi.
catch me probably in my pajama, but don't worry.
But that's okay. Still come.
Come to the house. We can pick up tickets and wait for you with open arms. Bring the one you love. Bring your picnic. Bring your glass of wine.
And
Nobody
bring your-
asks
yes.
you to buy nothing. And if you call at the house, 860-535-4023.
And you heard it here. Eva Franchi,
Please
thank
come.
you so much.
Susette.
And
Rhoda.
we gotta go because we have more wine to drink. Our community, your voice. We'll see you at the concert. Good evening.